Fox News alert. I hope Democrats enjoyed their little pool party because Judge Jeanine just shut it down. 47 was fed up watching his new reflecting pool get savaged, so he sent his favorite attack dog to bite back. And she came armed with an indictment.
This was a deliberate act to damage the reflecting pool at the National Mall that members of the National Park Service actually have worked hard to restore and have witnessed.
The former Olympian who got caught elbow deep in the water thought a citation was the worst of it. But today, felony.
The National Park Service employees observed Hearn actually forcefully and violently pulling up and removing the bottom liner with both hands.
He's facing 10 years for destruction of property. And guess what? There were witnesses. The judge isn't done. 14 people already cited. She says there's plenty more punishment coming.
Some of them will be misdemeanors, and some of them could be less, like a violation. But we're reviewing every case based upon the evidence and reviewing all of the reports. And right now, it's about another half dozen misdemeanors.
The pool gets drained for repairs right after the 4th, and prosecutors are going to collect evidence before it's filled back up. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. U.S. Attorney for Washington, D.C., and good friend Jeanine Pirro. First of all, it's great to see you again.
It's great to see you, too.
We miss you.
I miss you more.
You got to keep Jessica in line.
Yeah.
Maybe you come back for a day.
Listen, your show's still great. I love it.
Thank you so much. A lot of people, when this first happened with the pool, didn't believe the president that there was vandalism. That's not the case.
Yeah. It's not the case at all. In fact, I was at the reflecting pool yesterday. There not only is a vandalism that is reflected in today's indictment, but there is a cutting of the liner of the pool at the base of the pool for several yards across the pool. And someone was intent on doing incredible damage to the pool. But what we've seen after are other people who want to do continuing damage. And one of the biggest problems and one of the ugliest things that I think is out there are people trying to destroy monuments and statues, you know, part of our history. And for some reason, they think they have the right to destroy things when the truth is these are national monuments, they're sacred monuments. And so we're going to make sure that the law is followed and that people recognize that D.C. is not the place to come and commit your crime. The president has repaired 50 parks and, 48, I think it's 22 fountains and 48 monuments.
The fountains look beautiful by the train station.
They are gorgeous.
That used to be dilapidated.
Terrible. D.C. is safe and beautiful. And that's what the president's doing. And when these anarchists come and we have witnesses, they're like, oh, he didn't do anything. Not only that, there are people working in the National Park Service who come here, they volunteer to work in D.C. and to get berated by these people as though they have the right to destroy a monument. No, you don't.
We saw a lot of this start around the BLM riots.
Yeah,
we never really saw people tear down statues in this country before. Never when I was alive. Why do you think that's taken hold, where they want to destroy these big, beautiful monuments, they want to deface the reflecting pool and topple Columbus?
Well, I think that people, they resent this country. They don't respect the country. We celebrate the country and the freedoms. They hate it. They hate the leader right now, and they are exercising, as far as I'm concerned, political violence. This is not about free speech. This is not anything that is justified, and we've got to make sure they understand they're going to be made accountable. And in D.C., they will be.
I'm sure they will be, Judge. Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.